What's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards, and it is just now starting to thaw out. It has been an ice box here in Texas over the past 4 or 5 days. My son hadn't been in school since Monday. Literally, it just rained sheets and sheets and sheets of ice, and we couldn't go anywhere. My wife got stuck in the Denver airport. Had to spend the night in the airport. Let's see, what was that, Monday night? Her flight got canceled. She was lucky to get on the first flight out next morning, Tuesday morning, and ended up coming home safely. But man, it's been crazy. Matter of fact, they shut the mail down for like 2 or 3 days. So um, what are you gonna do? I thought the mail was like, didn't they always used to say snow, sleet, rain, whatever? Not in Texas. If it ices in Texas, we shut it down. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on and share kind of where I've been for the past week or two in terms of the hobby. I've been in sell mode big time. I don't know if you can feel it. I don't know if you do much selling, but the hobby is definitely buying. If you're priced right, your cards are selling. If you're selling, where you can maximize on those margins is try to stay off of eBay as much as possible. Okay. If you have an eBay, match your eBay name and your Instagram name. A lot of the savvy buyers will go and try to find you on Instagram. Boom. Hey, I saw this card on eBay. Let's work a deal. You save money right there. Okay. Sometimes you're going to have to sell on eBay. And sometimes you don't want eBay like, hey, every time someone messages this account about a card, it ends up coming down unsold. Because I think the algorithm will start to spit some stuff. So be careful how you communicate. I think the best way you can do it is match your eBay and Instagram names. Put anything you put on eBay, also put on MySlabs. And just ask the potential buyer, hey, are you on MySlabs? And that should be enough for them to go, oh, hey, maybe this is on MySlabs. But if you're priced right, things are moving. I've been selling like crazy. And not buying. So let me start here. I'll show you, because I kind of want to just show what I've been doing. So I did buy one thing. We heard a couple of days ago that Tom Brady is officially retiring. Now, a lot of people have said this is not official, that this is a way to kind of move out of Tampa and get into those like waters where he can talk to all teams without tampering, without those teams being found to be tampering with Tampa Bay Buccaneer personnel. So it's all a mystery at this point. Honestly, I didn't think he'd be retiring. He looked great this year. Still looks like he's 25 years old out there. So why would he retire? But I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. I did pick up this 2014 Panini Prism Tom Brady red, white, and blue. To me, and there's a lot of Tom Brady stuff out there. There's a lot more expensive cards than this, but that card is just so beautiful. Got the red, white, and blue in the back. He's America's boy. This is a kind of card that I'm looking to get more of, as opposed to these high-end cards that may or may not go down in value. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get off of some of that. Not all that, but some of that stuff in my collection, and just kind of get back to my collector roots, and not just go here and here and here and buy everything I see or I come across. My buying has probably, like many of you, has almost trickled down to nothing. I do some stuff at shows. I'll throw some cash in on deals at shows, but my 2023 hobby goal is to not bring any new money into this. So no more new money. I have what I have. If I want to spend $1 in this hobby, I got to liquidate from what I already have. So I think that's fair. I think that's doable. And to me, that's a kind of goal that a collector can actually attain. I can say, well, I'd like to get a Luka Blue Ice Prism. That could be my goal. But again, that's a good goal. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that goal. But this is a more practical, in control type of goal, where it's like, hey, you got enough stuff. Get a little bit critical with your collection. Piece through it. Decide, you know what? I don't really need this LaMelo Ball Silver Prism. I like the card. It's a good card. I like the player, but I'll sell it now because somebody wants to buy it, and I'll stick that money in my bank account. And then if I need it for life, it's there. If I need it for new stuff in my collection, it's there. So I did pick up this Brady though. Let me take you through. Well, let me show you this too. I'm currently debating on should I pick this card up or not. It's a pop like 34. It's the Luka Select Silver Prism courtside. It's so sweet. I love this card. Look at Derrick Rose bending back right there. Got the crowd all looking at him, guy in the sunglasses down here. But yeah, Luka rookie, super short print, not autoed, not numbered. That's 2 strikes against it, right? Not necessarily that an auto makes or breaks a card, but you'll hear from a lot of people now, if it's not autoed, it's just manufactured rarity and this and that. There's no denying the importance of this card for Luka and for his fan base and his collector base. But this is upwards of like $6K. Another thing I want to do as I go to these shows in Dallas is take a grouping of cards, right? And if I'm going to go get a card like this, I'm going to do at least half in trade. And if they're not willing to do it, I'll move on. But if I can show them a little cash and say, hey, I can't get there all the way in cash, but I can with these fairly liquid cards. And I'm not talking about trash, right? I'm not going to like bring garbage up to somebody's table and go after a courtside Luka Silver rookie. But stuff like this. Matter of fact, I'll go through this real quick. This is all for sale. As a matter of fact, it's all on my eBay. I have 2 eBays. One I primarily use now, though, is called USA _Patriots _cards. USA Patriot Cards. Not Patriots, no S. USA Patriot Cards 2 with the number 2. And everything is priced either, if it has a best offer, I'm probably like right at around 60 to 70% of that number. If you offered me 60 to 70% of that number, so if it's 1,000 or best, chances are if you offer me 600, I'll try to take you off of eBay to Instagram or somewhere, or direct you to MySlabs. But chances are I'll take between 60 and 70%. Now, if there's no or best offer, it's priced right where I can be. It's my best. Maybe if we go to MySlabs or Instagram, I can take off 15%. But anyway, got a Miles Sanders playoff ticket. Now this is the it's not an on card, but it's out of 23. It's the I forget where this comes out of, but I think it's the Retail Contenders. This is actually released before the true hobby Contenders. I remember getting this really early when he was a rookie. Another Brunson. I sold a Brunson, but this one is a Contenders Premium 9. I'll take $140 right now for this. This is the Crown Royal Crystal Gold. This one's out of 10. 8 out of 10. Brunson's market's starting to pick up. I've sold a couple Brunsons. I've had a lot of interest in Brunsons, a lot of best offers, but I sold a big Brunson. I'll show you here in a minute, but I think I'm at 300 on this. I'd probably take 250 MySlabs or Instagram, but it is a gold Jalen Brunson. Jaylen Brown checkerboard pop 8, maybe less, if I can remember. 800. I need 800 on this. I think I have it at 1,000 or best on eBay, but I probably would take 750 net. Another Jaylen Brown. And I had 2 of these. I sold one of them. I think I got 650 MySlabs. So that's probably where I want to be, around that number on that. This, I think I'm at 6 or 7 on these. I have a couple of them. They're on MySlabs. Gorgeous card. This Luka at Blue Ice 10 is like a 25K card. But Brunson's playing his ass off in New York. Here's one that I'd be under comps. Last comp was $36.50. I'd take $3K cash right now for this. It's color matched. It's a fast break Prism blue color match Jaw rookie, and it's numbered out of 175, 97 out of 175. So if you want to be, sorry about that, if you want to be $650 under last comp, and we can do it off the books so that your comp doesn't show up. So so the 3650 comp stays as the last comp. Let me know. 3K on that. This one, I took a haircut on this. Last one, some dude auctioned this in the middle of December, I think, or more recent maybe, for like $480. Darius Garland choice red color match out of 88. Murdered the last comps. I'd probably be around 657 on this. Dejounte Murray, I think I'm around 200 or so on both of these. He's playing well. He's playing better with the Hawks. And then this one, I just want what I paid, which I paid 7. So I'd like to get 7 back. RJ Barrett scored 32 points last night. Knicks are playing well. I did sell a pair of Jamal Murray. I don't have the pictures, but I sold a pair of Jamal Murray Prism Silver 10s on MySlash for $600, $300 each. And then let me take you through some cards that I have been selling lately. I've been moving a lot of Star Wars sketch cards. I got a lot of equity and just capital in sketch cards. Star Wars, Marvel, garbage pail. I don't love moving sketch cards because I love them, and they're harder to move because these quality sketch cards, when they get into a collector's hand, they don't necessarily, like, the player doesn't get hurt. The player doesn't they don't go down. Now they don't go up a lot either. They kind of run with the market, or like if a movie's coming out, a character gets highlighted or something, maybe you'll see a little tick up in that character's cards. But they tend to go into a collection and stay there. So that whole notion, well, you can sell it now and buy it back later, isn't necessarily true with sketches. But here are some sketches that I've sold, and I'll give you an idea kind of what I sold these for. So this is a nice foursome right here, this 4-piece Stormtrooper by Carlos Caballero. He's one of the top artists. This is a really cool Vader sketch where he's choking out one of his Imperial Guards, if I'm not mistaken. Is that an Imperial Guard? Hell, I don't know. No, those are the red guys. This guy was in the Death Star, I know that. A Matt Glebe, the Glebe brothers, all their stuff, this bottom left Stormtrooper, all their stuff is high dollar. And then I think this was a Dabila pilot right here in the bottom right. I sold those 4, and then this Saw Gerrera I sold for $1,000. Yeah, I cleared $1,000 on those 5, which is a nice price for him and a nice price for me. Basically, like, he did well on that purchase. Also sold this Admiral Akbar by Eric Mael, who's a top artist. I think I did 200 eBay on that one, so I cleared about 170 maybe. I sold this really nice black and white Princess Leia. I want to say 150 eBay is what I brought back on that. I sold these. These are gorgeous, but I got 400 a piece for them. Hard to do, but man, when they bring back so much money, it's just an easy thing to just sell them. But this is Gary Caselli, my friend. I get a lot of stuff from him. And normally artists don't want to see you getting stuff from them for, say, 200 and then selling it for 400, because, I mean, they could do that. But I've done a lot of business with Gary, and at the end of the day, I purchase these. I don't buy them from him to make money, but when I need to liquidate, I'm not going to give them away. I'm going to sell them for what they'll go for. And in this case, that Yoda did 400, and then this speeder bike Scout Trooper Oh man, the card is so cool. So those two, I did those two for 800 combined. There's another lot that I sold with some more Gary stuff in it. Yeah, so this one on the left, top left, is an animator sketch. So it's a rare sketch, meaning that it was drawn by an animator who worked on, I don't know what animated series for Star Wars, but they actually worked on the animated series and then crossed over and drew a sketch card, and it's highlighted as on the back. It says, "Congratulations, you have a rare animated or animator sketch card." So that was cool. I don't know who did this top one, this Watch This with Leia and Han Solo and C-3PO, but Eric Mayel did this Tarkin on the right. Under that is another Tarkin, and I believe Stephanie Swinger did that one. And then the last three, including the one in the middle from Hoth when they're taking down that giant AT-AT. That's from Empire Strikes Back. That is a Gary Caselli, the one underneath Star Wars, Vader, where you can see Skywalker in his reflection in his mask. It was a Gary Caselli, and then this last one, this X-Wing fighter and pilot right here was Caselli. I think I got, what did I get for this lot? I think I got around 1,500, I believe, on this lot right here. So those sketches bring good money. They really do, which makes it hard not to go there sometimes, not to dip into that pot and sell a few. And then the sports cards that I sold. Here's the Brunson that I just sold the other night. Had it for 25 or best on My Slabs. Guy offered me 700, and I thought, what? The last comp on this was 1,300 in early January. And I feel like his market has come up since then. But anytime you're talking about like a 4-digit card, like a card at $1,000 or up, and it's a Jalen Brunson, and it's not a National Treasures or a Flawless even maybe. Anytime you're up in that $1,000 plus area with Jalen Brunson, I feel like you got to consider it. Because there's just not, I mean, he's a great player, and he's shown that, like, Mavericks definitely made a mistake by letting him go, especially for nothing. But you don't have a ton of people looking to spend $1,000 plus on Jalen Brunson's stuff. This card is worth every bit of what I got for it. I got $1,250 My Slabs for it. But, it's $50 less than the last comp. I think I probably, ideally, I think maybe it's a $1,400 card, but I was just ready to move. Hey, if I can cash out on Jalen for about what I got him for, I'm doing it. So that one was gone. I sold this Kawhi Leonard Downtown PSA 10. This was a $450 eBay sale. I think guy got a nice price, but I'll take it. I just sold this. Luckily, I sold it on My Slabs. Last comp was 700 auction on eBay. It hurts. It hurts. I remember this was like a 4K card at one point, but I think the pod count was so low on these 10s that people just weren't sure how many were going to actually be able to get a 10. Now I think the pop count is up in the 130s, 40 something, but I did 725 on this My Slabs, which I'm happy with. Let's see. I sold this one right after the game. I sold a couple of Miles Sanders stuff. Now these were just laying around in my just kind of like random, not ungraded box. I had this rookie patch autograph Prism. This is out of 60. This is a case hit 2019. Just laying around, graded it, and it got a 10. I sold this for, I want to say 300. I had 300 or best offer, and the guy just snatched it up at 300. Didn't even bother making an offer. So I kind of worried, did I sell low? But then again, it's Miles Sanders. Like, if you have a chance to get off something and you're not giving it away, do it. Let's see what else. This 9 here, Immaculate Premium patch. Nice patch. Cool card. Got a 9, which is good for Immaculate. I sold this for $75 eBay. Again, just moving it. But I think I made up for it because on this 10, I got 200. So, and these acetate cards don't gem that often. So I made $575 eBay, which is about 500 net on those 3 Miles Sanders cards. So definitely happy to move those. Couple more here. I just sold this today, this purple Josh Young, which curiously, I had it for 800 or best on eBay. Guy offered me 500. It was a no-brainer. I couldn't accept fast enough. And not because that's not worth that, but the last comp, which was in October and November, was like 270. So I'm not sure if he didn't see that or just wanted this card, but I'll take 500 eBay on that. And then lastly, as an Astros collector and as a fan of Bregman, this was one of my best cards of his or of any Astro that I own. Tough to let it go. When I bought this, Alex Bregman was right there with when Cody Bellinger was a rookie and Judge was a rookie, 2017 area. He was in the talks for like MVP for a couple years. I mean, he was one of the best young players in the game. So sold this for $1,050 my slabs, which I was happy to just keep going. I mean, I think everything from pretty much you look at a relatively high-end card from 2 or 3 years ago, and it's generally about half of where it was. So, and that's what happened here. There you have it. To close this out, I just wanted to quickly show you what I have for sale. A lot of the stuff's up on eBay. Some of it isn't. So if you're watching this and you want to buy some sketch cards, you kind of get the first crack. Now they're more expensive on eBay. This is what I would need just through PayPal goods and services on each of these. So this is a Kimberly Dunaway Leia from Galactic File. 100 on that. 100 on this Yoda. Not sure about the artist, but cool card. This is Chendu's. He's a Garbage Pail Kids guy, but he did do a few sets for Star Wars. It's cool Kylo Ren. 125 on that. This cool Leia by Bill Polkowski, I believe. Bill P. is how we know him in the hobby. 125 there. Very cool blues sketch. This one's nice. Anthony Scubas, Stormtrooper. 135 on that. This is the Cantina Band. Cheap card right here. And actually, Rich Molinelli is another Garbage Pail Kids. There's not, for scarcity's sake or rareness, this is a pretty rare card. I know it's not the most detailed, insane sketch, but that's why it's only $60. Here's another one. Neem Young, whatever his name is. $60 on that. Chris Ramos, the artist. Very clean. Very cartoony. I love that style. Here's an interesting one. Got the 3D effect almost. 65 for the Leia. Mike Hampton. Mike Hampton's great. He does great Marvel stuff. Here's a cool Fett sketch. Doug Cohen is who did this, and it's like watercolor. It's a really beautiful sketch. 175 on that. Here's a Kevin P. West Darth Vader. Really cool, really clean. 150. Check out this Yoda. You go out there and look on eBay, and you dial up some eBay, some Star Wars sketch cards, and you'll quickly realize that these aren't necessarily the top, but these are really good sketches. Some of them. I mean, these are cool for what they are. They're a little cheaper, right? But they're still very cool. You go out there and see some dog crap sketches, which is weird how they were able to get hired by Topps. But look at Childish Gambino here as a young, what's his name? Oh, Lando. That's right, Lando Calrissian, by one of the best, Hui Trong, one of the best artists. That's a really good price for this, $250. Jason Davies, British artist, amazing dog hair on that. Die cut in the shape of the Millennium Falcon. 170. I mean, look at that Vader. 175 on that. Jar Jar. 125. Another Jason Davies. Jason Davies is one of the top artists. 125 for Jason Adams. It's like a stencil, like a spray paint. These are really cool. He does all his cards like this. Very cool. Trooper on that. Tim Shin, $85 for the very small, very cute Vader die cut. Here's a guy, Lowell Isaac. He is a legend in the Garbage Pail Kid community, but I didn't even know he did Star Wars stuff, but I'm a Jar Jar guy, so I picked these up cheap. 75 bucks. Icky Icky Goo. Here's another one. Another Lowell Isaac. Some people love his style, some people don't. I like it. 160 on this. I mean, that's pretty insane how nice that is. Die cut. 220 on this. Jason Davies. How does this compare to this one? Yeah. They're both great. I think this one's a little bit bigger, so it's a little more expensive. And it's a full-faced Vader. Anything Vader is going to be a little more expensive. Here's a cool solo by my friend Shane Garvey, a.k.a. K Grimm. 160 on that. Check out that. I mean, you put that up, your Star Wars shelf, it's going to get some eyeballs. 200 on that. This one's Chris Penix. He's one of the OG top artists in the game. 200 on that. And then this is Katie Cook. You either know who she is or you don't. You look at these and you go, 200? Yep. That's how rare these are, and that's how much of a fan base she has. Her stuff is insanely good. I hate to part with either one of these, but I would at 200 a piece. So there you have it. I'm in that sell mode. Going to keep it going. Dallas, let's see, next Dallas shows in March, so we got some time. There's an Arlington show before that, but my plan is just to sell, and see where I stand in a month or so. So if you want anything, let me know. If you see anything on my eBay, let me know. Be happy to do business with you. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.